Be quiet. Hey.
So, alright, late Friday, I posted on Schoology this project option. If you're an online student, you might not have seen that on Friday. So here it is posted on Schoology today. So instead of having a test this week for our second major grade in the grade book, we're going to have a project. Okay, and this project's going to be over the Bill of Rights. You guys will have two options. You guys can do this in partners. Okay, this first period class might have one group of three, but no more than it'll be everyone in partners in this class. Like I said, might have one group of three. So here's what the project is. You'll have two options. Okay, option A is that you make a poster. Okay, so you make a poster and you'll put each amendment, all 10 amendments on there. Okay, but when you write the amendments, you have to include every single component of those amendments. So like, for example, the First Amendment, freedom of speech is one component, freedom of religion is two components, freedom of the press, 3, right? There's 5 of them. Freedom of assembly. So you'll put all 5, okay? And you got to make sure you include every component written out, and then make sure you include a picture on there for each. So you need a picture for free speech, a picture for freedom of religion. Does that make sense? A picture for each. Yes, JT?
Does it have to be hand-drawn or printed?
No, these can be printed. These can be printed off of the internet. Right here, insert a picture that reflects each component. Clip art is fine. If you find some clip art that works, okay, you can add clip art. And so that's how it will look. This is kind of an example of if this was your poster, you'd have First Amendment here written out, the 5 components, and then you'd have your picture underneath here for each of your components. Second Amendment, and so on, okay? And then, for some reason, I think this is an error. I think it says the Second Amendment is 2 components, but I can only think of one. It's just the right to bear arms. I think it's just one. So on the Second Amendment, I believe it's just one component. So here is option A. Okay, I also don't have a problem if instead of a poster on option A, if you would rather do a Google slideshow and you want to make a slideshow performance for each Bill of Rights 1, you put the component for that slide, and then you have pictures of all the components in that slideshow. Make sense? Okay. Poster would be cool though. And then here I'm gonna pull up on the screen option B.
How many options are there?
Option B.
Okay, option A is about that. It's not even a project. It's just a big paper.
Option B. Don't do it. Get a 0.
That's option C.
Yeah.
Miss Gilbert is one of my favorite teachers.
That's option F.
Are you lying? I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, cause she
Why do you get quiet?
was quick coming.
I have 3 favorite teachers.
What is it?
I like his teacher
Boom, boom, and Mr. G.
because I did.
So here is option B. Okay, option B. You can make a flip grid video. Okay? You can make a flip grid video for option B, and that would look like you would just type out maybe on a Word document or something all the components of the Bill of Rights, and then you would start a flip grid video, and basically you would just video yourself saying all the components to each of the amendments. Okay. So. Does it light up?
It doesn't like your full thing.
It's not a big deal. I can just grab it on my computer. But So Mr. Glass, he made an example of like a Flipgrid video on here. I'm gonna pull that up. But it's pretty straightforward. You would just alright.
Can we just do a slide and copy it down?
Like you choose two different colors.
You can do a slide. You can do a video.
Yes.
This is kind of what the Flipgrid would look like.
Welcome up to this example of what your video would look like. You would introduce yourself to this class and we'll walk you through the Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments of the U.S. Constitution. The First Amendment is the Freedoms Amendment. It has 5 components. It has freedom of speech, freedom of the press, freedom to petition, freedom of assembly, and freedom of religion. Second Amendment is the 1-2 pew pew, where you shoot a gun. You have a well-regulated militia is required for a free state, and the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed.
There you go.
Madeline T, let's watch it.
Yes, Madeline.
Hi, I'm Madeline.
Okay.
What
We're not
the heck?
on the video, but yeah, Maddie is ahead of the game. She already got her project done. So Maddie did a Flipgrid.
How did she already get it done?
Wait,
Mr. Glass probably already opened it.
Yeah, Mr. Glass, I think he told their kids about the project on Friday.
oh, she turned it in yesterday.
Okay. So
So now Coach Bolton wants us behind.
if you want,
Wednesday.
What about Mr. Glass is your teacher?
All right, so you guys, like I said, you'll also have the option to make this Flipgrid video. I guess, so the benefit of doing a Flipgrid also is because on work, so you guys have all day today in class to work on your project, and then all day tomorrow to work on your project of class time, okay? And then on Wednesday, we're going to present our projects, okay?
That's hard. So
No.
we're only got 2 days.
You got 2 days, today, tomorrow, and then we're presenting on Wednesday.
How's
Okay.
that fair?
You guys, this is not a difficult practice.
Mr. Glass happened
You can
Friday,
take
Saturday,
it.
Sunday.
Hey, you know, we'll play it by ear. If everyone is seeming like they're not getting it done by Wednesday, we could potentially push it back to Thursday, but that doesn't mean you guys need to slack, okay? But, okay, the benefit of doing this is, so if you do a poster, I'm gonna have each group that does a poster or a PowerPoint come up here, and I'm gonna give them maybe 2 or 3 amendments to go over. So if JT did a PowerPoint or he did a poster, I might say, all right, JT, go up there and present to me the 2nd, 6th, and 8th amendment. Okay, so you would come up here and you would present to me the 2nd, the 6th, and the 8th amendment, tell the class about it. And then Braden might come up and I'd say, all right, Braden, you got the 1st, the 5th, and the 9th. Okay, and so Braden would tell us about the 1st, the 5th, and the 9th. And each group, I'd tell them just a couple different amendments to present to the class. Okay, if you do a Flipgrid video, you don't have to come up in front of the whole class and present because you already did a video, so you just
You don't have to be embarrassed.
play the video.
Yeah.
There you go. You don't have to be embarrassed in front of the class personally, just virtually over the video, okay? So, and again, and if you're an online student, you can submit to me your slideshow, or you can submit to me a picture of your poster. And that's the way to turn that in if you did a poster or a slideshow. And if you're doing a Flipgrid, just submit it on Flipgrid on this link, and I'll be able to see it there. All right, so if we don't have any questions, why don't we all start getting Chromebooks and start researching. And if you're gonna choose to do a poster, you guys can start kind of printing out some pictures for clip art and cutting them out, and so you can just glue them on your poster tomorrow.
I can't draw much.